Last year I went to see a grief management counselor, a lovely old lady who was fantastic at her job. So much so that when I found out she passed away last week, I didn't give a shit. Welcome to Shave&Butcher, and thank you to Andrew Hawkins for the comedy material. Have you all listened to the audio book of The Art of Shaving? There is an audio book. It's even a movie, so you may want to check that out. If you can't find it, let me know, I'll guide you. It is time, it is sort of the annual tradition or thereabouts to test what the difference is between a good artisan soap and canned goo. Is there any difference? And if so, what is it? So this is Gillette canned goo foam. This is Sterling Ozark Mountain, a brilliant soap. So I'll shave one half of the face with the one soap and the other half of the face with the other atrocity. The whole face will be treated with Ozark Mountain aftershave. The razor is a straight, it is finely honed, beautifully honed by, can't remember where I got it. So I don't know, but not me. It's a Swedish one, Swedish steel. It's called SSA, which is an abbreviation for the Swedish Steel Company. And it's probably 5/8. German style, German looking. Looks like a Solingen. That could be a Ralph Aust if you look at the shape. It's in lovely condition and it is sharp. So we shall shave with it. Brush of choice is a Best Badger from Simpsons. It's the Duke. Small little brush because we're only lathering half the face. Okay. Let's get cracking. I'll start with the Artisan version. I have a few days of growth. Doesn't really matter for the test, but just so you know, can I see it? This is full, more or less full. Second hand, I'm the second owner or third. I like buying soaps that people have used before, because then it's like I can feel their skin on my skin. Kind of like Hannibal Lecter. No, I do like to, because it's so much cheaper and it's a good way to try out new soaps and a lot of different soaps for not so much money. I clean them when I get them, so all the AIDS is gone and there's no skin left to put on the skin. And some people think it's okay, some people think it's disgusting. That's okay. What it is that it's cheap. And cheap we like. The scent on this one is very cool. I don't know what the scent notes are. Let's see if they're written on the thing. Small batch of, no. I guess it smells a bit like Ozark Mountain. There is a TV series called just Ozark, I think. Jason Bateman and God, what's her name? Well, two great actors. And I didn't watch too much of it, but I watched quite a bit. And mafia story, and they run off to hide in the Ozarks. So I guess that's what it smells like. I'm not very good at describing scents. I'm not gonna try. When I know what it's supposed to smell like, I can smell it usually. A bit like wine, you know, when I know it's a good wine, it tastes good. Yeah, God, uncultivated human being you're up against. Okay, so half face lather needs a bit more water for my taste. You know, I like it wet. Who doesn't like it wet? Everyone likes it wet. Okay, here we go. It's a tad trickier to build a lather on half the face when you're used to building it on the whole of the face. Now I think we're good. Nope, we're not. God almighty. I loaded for the whole face. Like you do, you know. Bloody muscle memory even in loading the brush. Long weekend past us. Cleaning out the old house, so it's done. Monday next week. There we go. That will do. Monday next week, new owners take over, and we're out. And we're cashing in. God, 2 mortgages and a half, this building cost. And then all of a sudden, money costs money. It used to be free. What happened? Okay, here we go. Canned goo. And it's not even the gel stuff, it's the actual, it's foam. Now, you could moisturize this, and I actually think I will, because I want to be fair. Because this is a bit too dry. And no one says you can't put water in canned goo, right? So I think I have before when I've tried it. So we'll do it again. Normal procedure. Add a bit of moisture. I'll add a bit more. The stuff can, it's not a joke, this stuff can take quite a bit of water. It actually can. It actually can. Now, I've done this before, 2-3 times. That's why I said it was like an annual thing. I can't remember how it usually, what I think of it. You know, I should be fair. I should keep, oh, fuck. Sorry, that was the dog. Shh, quiet, Brussels. His name is Brussels. I should be fair and, you know, make the same effort. Otherwise, what's the point? Might be a bit wetter, but this is wet enough. I don't want to murder the lather, you know, the lava. No, but seriously, the audiobook, check it out. It's fantastic. Really something to fall asleep to. You know, if you have trouble falling asleep, put it on. Not because it's boring, but because the soothing voice and the beautiful 100-year-old English butchered by the reader. But anyway, okay, here we go. SSA with the Artisan soap to start with. Yeah. Slippery enough to allow the razor to cut the hairs. Falls off the razor. I don't think that's gonna happen to the canned goo stuff though. But that's, you know, party trick thing. Here we go. You can see it's excellent lather. Yeah. Slippery, slippery when wet. So that went well. Let's do the other side. See if we can honestly tell a difference. terms of lubrication, to allow the razor to slide across the skin, there's no difference. So you can see it's not as wet. Could be, might be interesting to try. But it's wet enough to rinse off the whole, you know, rinse off the razor without sticking. Okay, bottom half. The scent isn't very pleasant. So the sterling scent is miles above the scent of Gillette. It smells, I don't even know, synthetic. Borderline not smelling nice, which is like, how can you make something that that's designed for putting on people's faces and it doesn't smell right? That's strange. However, my thinking of the test is more on performance. But, you know, it's experience as well. But honestly, I first pass. I can't tell the difference. And this is not because it's sterling, you know, it's a high quality soap. The good thing with sterling is, well, a few things. High quality. Nothing much better out there really. A lot of different scents and very attractive price. That's really wet. It's, for me, perfect lather. Canned goo. Slippery now. There's soap everywhere. Oh, God. Hang on. Too slippery. Yeah. That's too much. C'est trop. Das ist zu viel. So I'm going to rinse some of it off. And I'll do the same thing. I'll add a little bit of moisture. I'll do it down here because I have a narrow sink all of a sudden. I have a normal sink, but it's narrower than the previous one, which was very far away. So I couldn't see what I was doing because the mirror was very far away. But you get used to being able to just slobber your blather everywhere. Okay, there we go. It's about the same. The Artisan lather is probably a bit more wet still. Okay, here we go. Second pass, mainly against the growth. Very nice. Very nice, a good razor. It's sort of 85% smooth. That's because it's been used quite a bit. I don't know where my alum is. I'm taking a bit of tissue to get a good grip. We're going across the lip. Remember from the audiobook, that's the pointiness of that is better. Lovely, 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 lovely. Beautiful, and it still smells nice. It's a bit of a mix of the synthetic Gillette scent and this beautiful Ozark mountain. Have you been? Have you been to, I can't remember where it is. I want to say New England, but I think it's like in the middle. I can't remember. Okay, so canned goo. Any difference in slickness? No. Very slick. This is going to be one of those perfect shaves. You know, when you pay attention, you get everything. It's going to be smooth as your mother's pass. Oh, put the razor down like an idiot. Okay. That's going to be a nick for sure. Can't see any blood yet. It's probably very, very shallow. But if you have a straight razor and you put it on your face with the edge first, you're A, an idiot, and B, it's going to be blood. There will be blood. We've seen that movie, There Will Be Blood. Oh, one of the best films ever. Daniel Day-Lewis and what's his name, the preacher. Oh, he's so good. He was in a movie that was made recently. I'm not going to remember his name. There Will Be Blood. Have you seen My Left Foot? Probably mention it all the time on the channel. My Left Foot. Daniel Day-Lewis, 80s, 90s. Oh, so good. I think he got an Oscar for that, didn't he? Should have. He bloody well should have. Super, super smooth. Brilliant shave. And touch up on the lather on the lower part here. And since I don't have it on a brush where it's been built up properly with moisture, I'm adding a bit of it. Look, about the same, yeah. Wife's calling me. Probably some chore. Or dinner. See, bit of blood. It's gonna go. That's not gonna. I'm gonna rinse that off. Maybe a bit of alum, maybe not, and it'll be gone. Okay, so trickiest bit against the growth on the neck. Yes, it's all good. It's very good. It's all good. Slippery, when wet. Okay, so rinse and feel through. What do we think of this? Ja, tack. Dinner. Yeah. Feels the same. Same result. Same result. No chore dinner. Wow. Chores after. Ah, okay. Very good. So this could have been any artisan soap. Zingareman, Ariana and Evans, Matti Lindholm, you name it. Result would have been the same. Soap is slippery. Slipperiness is all you want when you want the razor to do the job. Things like post-shave experience will be very different. For me, not so much, because my skin can take most things, apparently. But if you have dry skin and it's in the winter, there's going to be a considerable difference in post-shave experience. And this is, if you have allergies, this is gonna, this has nothing but horrible things in it. But in terms of lubrication, and shaving experience, apart from the building of the leather, they do the same thing. Why am I doing this? I don't know. It's interesting. Plus, I have this, and I want to use it. I've shaved with only water. It's less good, but you can do it. So you can shave with anything. Which one do I prefer? Well, this one. 1,000,000 times out of 1,000,000. I would never use that stuff, except maybe on my head if I'm super quick cartridge sort of shave. I wouldn't mind using it. But then I wouldn't be shaving for the experience. I'd be shaving to get for hair removal. So 1,000,000 miles of difference in experience in terms of performance for the actual straight razor shave. Can't tell the difference. If it was put on my face, sort of bold lather, Sterling, Ariana and Evans, what have you, put on my face and Gillette put on my face, and I shaved, I wouldn't be able to tell the difference. Maybe you would, because you've sensitive soul. Maybe you would, but I don't. Okay, enough jibber jabber and nonsense. Check out the audiobook and the movie. Stay sharp.